Good morning, and welcome to another day of broadcasting here on the Dutchmaz family of networks. We are broadcasted from the top of the steeplechase parachute jump at the allowable power of 1.21 gigawatts by the authority of YouTube and by the Federal Communications Commission. Dutchmaz is owned by Dutchmaz, incorporated and operated by the Dutchmaz YouTube family of stations division of the Dutchmaz live stream and video network. The programs broadcast on this channel are for the public without charge, unless super chatted, and may not be rebroadcast, recorded, or otherwise used without the prior written permission of Dutchmaz. This is the seal of good practice. It identifies Dutchmaz as a subscriber to the television code of the National Association of Broadcasters. Welcome, and enjoy our broadcast day.
Live from the west end of Coney Island, it's time for another exciting episode of Now in New York City Live. For the next 2 hours, we're going to monitor the traffic and transit conditions, as well as the smoke conditions here in New York City and around North America. We got some great stories, and we got some fun things to yap about. But yes, indeed. Now it's time for me. Well, hello, replay viewers. Replay viewers, can we see who's tuning on in? I see Sally Skipico is the first one in the room, and Robertson Lopes, welcome. Good to see you. Robert the Headler, welcome. And B-Bad109, good to see you. 10 Ray Jade, welcome. And Dave and Bangor, Maine, good to see you. Good to see you, Perfectly Candid, and Björn Bergen up there in Montreal, and Mr. and Mrs. Metalhead Warrior up there in Pelhams. Good to see y'all. Good to see you there. I love the 80s and Land Rover 1965. Good to see you, PD. First one over there on Twitch. Welcome on in. And Lewis Murphy. Good to see everybody, people. Good to see you there, NYC girl. And Ronnie C. Welcome. And Vila Chocozy, 101 with the heat index. Let me entertain you for the next 2 hours. Good to see you there. I love the 80s and Phyllis 2284. Mr. Metalhead, speedy recovery. Mr. Metalhead, speedy recovery there. Good to see you, Gabby Rovner and Rolo. Welcome. Good to see you there, Dirty Jersey. The sun finally came out. The sun has finally come out, and the conditions are getting better. But Mr. Metalhead, I hope Chucky and your shoulder blade are doing better. We're gonna hang out for the next couple of hours. Yes, best wishes, speedy recovery. And yeah, good to see everybody, people. On this Fireworks Friday. The smoke is finally clearing out, and I made the house romp music. Good to see you there, Golden Girl. Welcome. And Strawberry Fields, welcome. But yes, if you are resting up from injury or a scare in your family, or did you mow the lawn in 101 degree weather, I'm going to be here for the next 2 hours telling you all the nonsensical news that's somewhat fit to print. Good to see you, Laura. Welcome from Key West. I'm happy you got no smoke out there in Key West. Laura, let's go. Why not? Let's show you guys the map. Let's go to the map here. The majority of smoke is here, heading out towards the East Coast here, and coming down from Canada. So it's basically coming out from right here. And actually, do we have the? Can it tell me where the wildfires are, or no? No. Okay. Let's see. Wait, what about the base map here? No. What about the legend? No. Okay, this is only strictly air quality map. Last night I had a map that actually showed me where the fires were. But look at this. We go up here to Minnesota. West Duluth rocking a 351 right now. And then you head on down to, let's go to Chicago here. We got a lot of readings out of the Chicago area. 175, 174, 201 in Northbrook, north of Chicago. And down there in Florida, in Key West, yeah, no, you're good. You're good down there in Key West. Good to see everybody, people. On the fastest 2 hours you're going to see on the internet. And yes, the red flag warnings abound, Rudy. Absolutely. The red flag warnings abound. You just had a red sand dust storm from the Sahara Desert in Key West. It made it all the way out there. That's pretty wild. I hope you and your friends and your family are safe down there in Key West with all the Saharan desert smoke or dust coming on across the ocean there. Good to see you there, Sweet Cheetah. Good to see you, Sweet Cheetah. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. Good to see you, KJ2. Welcome. Yo. Good to see everybody, people. The smoke is finally out of here. Right when I get my AQI graphic going here. We went from dangerous to now moderate. So that's good. We're in the yellow now officially here in New York City, or at least here in Brooklyn. Are you ready for the autumn there, Strawberry? Yeah, me too. You and a lot of people are getting ready for the autumn. Cooler temperatures, but we got to get through the hot times first, right? That's how it works. Got a lot of traffic around the city as well. We'll do our traffic and transit and weather and more and on the 7 minutes past the hour. But good to see everybody, people. Good to see. Good to see everybody over there on Twitch chat there, Sweet Cheetah. Laura's reporting that they have large prunes of Questo seaweed that cover the beaches down there. They smell like rotten eggs. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully that all sorts itself out very soon. Here in New York, it's getting kind of nice. The sky conditions are getting better. We see more of the sun. And we're not going for a walk. We're just watching fireworks. I'm not doing much walking. And tomorrow, I have a feeling we'll be doing indoor streams as well tomorrow. Because it's gonna be raining and thunderstorming all day tomorrow. So at least during the afternoon hours. But bienvenidos a España. Good to see you there, Spain. No doubt you're rooting for Spain on Sunday, right? Good to see everybody, people. And yes, a big shout out to all of our Canadian friends. Traffic, transit, weather, and more coming up in 90 seconds. And Michelle Lay, good to see you. Fall yes, winter no. Good answer. Yes. Let's lock that one in, people. Fall yes, winter no. Is it locked in, Mrs.? There it is. It's locked in, Mrs. Babbage. There you go. Thank you so much there. Michelle, you got it locked in. Fall yes, winter no. That would be your walk. Okay. We'll get out. Watch fireworks tonight starting at 8:30. So join me tonight for our, once again, another Fireworks Friday here. Good to see you there, Scott. Welcome on in. Robert, how's it going? Great, Robert. Good to see everybody, people, on this not as smoky Friday afternoon. Good to see you there, RJ, over there in Colorado, and JF. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. If you're new to the broadcast, let us know where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. It's time for the fastest hour and 50 minutes. Get ready for it, people. We got a lot of great stories to talk about. And we'll have a roundup with some more reports about the smoke conditions. And then after that, we move on to other stories from around the country. And boy, do we have some funny ones. Good to see a Florida cat. Welcome. You need to move your legs? Yeah, I'm moving my legs right now underneath the table. Good to see a Golden Girl. Golden Girl, hopefully the smoke will be getting out very soon. We all need a reprieve from it. Good to see everyone. Shall we do it? Let's do my performance art. Rebel Radio News Time is now 7 minutes past the hour. Traffic, transit, weather, and more brought to us by BabiesOvernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight guaranteed. BabiesOvernight.com bringing us this traffic, transit, and weather and more update for the 17th of July, 2026. It is 3 in the afternoon. Everybody's moving around. Here's what's going on. We have westbound delays on the Staten Island Expressway, but then it clears out before you get to the Goethals Bridge and the West Shore Expressway there. Slow ride on the Belt Parkway here from Bay Ridge all the way out to Canarsie here, pretty much in both directions here. Actually, all the way up to the airport, let's just say. So slow is normal, just volume delays. A lot of volume on the BQE as well, heading up towards the Kosciuszko Bridge. We may have an incident here. A disabled truck on the LIE at exit 17E. One of the two left lanes is blocked. A solid ride on the LIE, both directions as well. Grand Central Parkway heading on down to the Van Wyck. It's a slow ride as well in both directions. It is 3 o'clock on a Friday. Everybody's getting out of Dodge. Oddly enough, inbound delays, mild inbound delays here on the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Outbound delays on the Brooklyn Bridge. No, actually, that cleared up. But Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg Bridge has the inbound delay there onto Delancey Street. Everybody's getting ready to drink down here in the Bowery and Lower Manhattan here in the drinking corridor. So everybody's getting ready. A lot of traffic out there. We have solid volume delays outbound on the Holland Tunnel. Just delays on the Holland Tunnel, 20-minute ride, 40-minute ride, depending on what time you get there. I don't know. We have slowdowns on the FDR Drive in both directions in the 20s and the 30s. Northbound continues on up into the 60s and then slows down. So it's just basically northbound delays on the FDR going all the way up to the Harlem River Drive. North and southbound delays on the West Side Highway here coming off the GWB. GWB got a whole host of problems. It's a very slow ride on the Cross Bronx Expressway because we have a crash approaching the George Washington Bridge. One of the center lane, one of the center 4 lanes is blocked. That was updated 20 minutes ago. But the damage is done. It goes all the way across the borough of the Bronx. So the Cross Bronx Expressway is a parking lot tonight. We still have these stupid delays here for commercial trucks here in Midtown due to the supposed World Cup. And, look at this. Also got northbound delays here on the West Side Highway. So it's a slow ride everywhere. The Lincoln Tunnel looks a little bit better than the Holland. Do we have an incident here as well? Yes, we have delays. Just more delays there. And I think we do have some incidents here in New Jersey that literally popped up here. Yeah, delays on the Jersey Turnpike southbound there, and off of both of the branches there. Anyway, it's a slow ride. It's the afternoon, people. We continue on to our potato cameras, courtesy of the DOT. And looking at the Manhattan Bridge, looking out towards Brooklyn there, got some people enjoying the bridge. You can see there's no haze on the camera, and that's a good thing. We have delays on the NQ, R, and W trains, the yellow lines. N and R trains are running with delays in both directions while they address a signal problem near 59th Street here in Brooklyn. That was updated about 90 minutes ago. And then we have Uptown Q trains are running with delays after EMS responded to somebody in need of medical assistance on Avenue M here in Brooklyn. But the trains have resumed their scheduled stops there as of 90 minutes ago. We also have delays on the W train here. W trains are running with both directions. They're performing track maintenance near Queensboro Plaza there. A lot of delays, a lot of slowdowns. We got a reroute on the D train here. D trains are running via the N towards Stillwell Avenue there because they got some construction going on. So that's a little annoying. That will clear up around 4 o'clock. Planned skip stops on the 7 and J train. The B is going local. There's reduced service on the 6. I'm sorry, 6 riders. And we got a special schedule here for the Staten Island Railway. 1 minute later so there you go. So they adjusted the trains by 1 minute. The Z train and everything else is running on close to the schedule. Checking our rails. We got some delays on the Hudson line, some delays on the Waterbury line, and everything else is running on our close to schedule. MTA.info, your friend for all things transit. Checking out our web cameras here. Our friends at Cibbo's bring us to Brighton Beach. You can see the haze has cleared up. It's not like a yellowy sky, and people are enjoying a lovely day on the beach. 85 degrees with a real feel of 84. It's a nice summer day. It's turning into be a nice summer day here in Brighton Beach and Coney Island. Heading out towards Stream Time Live. Welcome to Red Hook, Brooklyn. Here at the Waterfront Museum, we're looking down towards the Verrazano Bridge. That was a much more hazy view just a few hours ago. Smoke really clearing out of the city right now for the time being. It's supposedly going to come back tomorrow, but it's looking good as they give me the ad. I appreciate that. Stream Time Live. We continue on to the Earth camera, looking out towards the Statue of Liberty from Red Hook. One pier over from the Stream Time Live camera. She is holding her torch high because she's excited that the smoke is finally leaving the city. Bryant Park, people are taking pictures. People enjoying a lovely summer afternoon in the city. People enjoying lots of chairs and benches around. That's a good barometer for how many people are out. So it's looking nice, and it looks like they're getting ready for the picnic performances in Bryant Park as well. We head over to the St. George Tower YouTube channel, bringing us the view from Brooklyn Heights, Brooklyn. And yes, that is the Bayonne Bridge, because it's at a weird angle. And in the background, you have the Newark Liberty Airport there, and in the foreground there also Ellis Island. You can see the haze is really cleared up there as we zoomed on in a bunch of miles away. The Henry Hudson Bridge, 80s guy, brings us the view of the Henry Hudson Bridge with the Harlem River down below and the Hudson River off in the distance with the northern part of the Palisades there. It's a beautiful day here. It's turning into be a beautiful day this afternoon. We head over to the George Washington Bridge camera here, GWB Live Traffic Camera YouTube channel. As you see, things are moving, but there's a lot of volume there, so please pack some patience crossing the GWB. You can tell with this camera the skies have really cleared up. The Brooklyn Waterfront Cams YouTube channel bringing us the view from the Brooklyn Navy Yard, Wallabout Bay here. It has really cleared up there. Again, I think it's turning into a kind of a nice summer day without the smoke. Channel 5 bringing us the loop here of various cameras from around the city. And there's Xanadu, people. And yeah, the skies are really clearing up. But we still have here across much of the country, besides flood watches here, there's a lot of weather coming this way. But a lot of air quality alerts here. These are all going until tomorrow. We also have smoke alerts here on the bunch of the Great Lakes here, dense smoke advisories, as well as some beach hazard statements here. Michigan really got the lion's share of this smoke here, as well as parts of North Dakota, Minneapolis into Wisconsin, down into Chicago here, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and then beneath this you get all the heat advisories. So a bunch of heat advisories here in the Carolinas into Georgia. Strong storms here in the central Florida area, but it looks like that might be clearing out. I don't know. There's no alerts down there, but Miami's under a heat advisory as well. Missouri, the southern part of Illinois. I mean, a bunch of heat advisories, and up here by Denver, Colorado, some more heat advisories, ozone alerts, and all that stuff. Then we got a bunch of flood warnings here in Utah and New Mexico and Wyoming. And then we get some more red flag warnings for you guys in Idaho. More red flag warnings there, more bad air quality alerts here, and heat advisories, and maybe some extreme heat advisories for the fun of it. Oregon got patchy areas where there's bad air quality. From Oregon all the way down through California here, you got your small craft advisory. And also here on the East Coast here, we have small craft advisories. I think we have gale hanging out here. Yeah, we got a gale warning here off of the coast of Maine. But this is the area we're really looking at. The area we're really looking at for weather here is down here in Texas. A lot of flash flood warnings and effects. So there is a lot of stuff. But we'll get to the severe weather here in a moment. We'll just again quickly check the map, the air quality map. Everything's really beginning to clear up here as the wind patterns shift. Again, it's going to shift back again, but at least we got a little bit of a break for it. But as we come into the New York City area here, 116, 119, 81, so we're back into the yellow zones. But down here in New Jersey here, 203 here in Philadelphia, in the Philadelphia area, Atlantic City, 164. Then you head out towards Washington there, 210, just to the west of Washington, D.C. So we're still dealing with the smoke over a big chunk of the country. So wherever you are, make sure you take proper precautionary measures. But yes, heavy rains right now affecting southern Kentucky and eastern Tennessee. Flash flood areas here. This is going to be lasting for the next couple of hours. And then we head down to south central Texas here. You guys are really getting a lot of rain just west of San Antonio and just east of Del Rio there and Eagle Pass. A lot of rain. Be careful out there. And this is going to be ongoing all weekend, it looks like. So hang on in there if you're down there in Texas. Coming back here to the tri-state area, we got this great smoke map here from the National Weather, the NOAA, and there you go. It's doing its thing. We're gonna be in the smoke for a couple of more days, it seems like, but it is. I think we got through the worst of it, and we live streamed it yesterday, so you're welcome. 85, we are going to top out, I think, at 85 degrees today, and then tomorrow, heavy thunderstorms. We got some big thunderstorms coming in for the late morning into the afternoon hours. It cools down considerably because of that, 78 degrees, and then a much better half of the weekend on Sunday there. It's going to be a dry match, so no alcohol. 83 degrees. Monday is going to be mostly sunny and nice, 82 degrees. And then we get another kind of thing coming through for next week, for Tuesday into Wednesday. I don't know how big it's going to be. It could be big. It could be nothing. We'll see. And then we continue in this trend. We're going to be in the mid-80s for at least the next 8 days. So maybe less, but there is something far from the horizon that might get crazy. But let's get there when we get there, okay? But thank you, Lee Goldberg and the Wacky AccuWeather team at Channel 7 Eyewitness News for that fantastic report. The Dodgers are playing the Yankees tonight at 7:05. And tonight's Mega Millions night. So the previous for Mega Millions numbers for Tuesday were 2, 4, 10, 48, 56, and 22. We're going to draw the Mega Millions tonight at 11 o'clock for a estimated cash value of $672 million. So you got to be in it to win it. Story is very happy. The smoke's getting out of here. Story of the turkey down there in in Battery Park being photographed by one of the caretakers of Astoria, Hannah_NYC, giving us this great picture of Astoria the turkey spreading her wings. She's like, I'm so fucking happy the smoke's getting out of here. So she was looking great this morning. And thank you so much for taking care of her, Hannah and all the caretakers of Astoria the turkey. And if you want to see this picture and more, head over to the Manhattan Bird Alert on Twitter. My favorite follow on Twitter because, yes, I love to look at birds. But will the city completely fall apart in the next hour and 40 minutes? You have no choice but to stay tuned and find out. Rebel Radio News Time is now 20 minutes past the hour. Let's catch up with the chat. Hey, thanks for following or subscribing. Let's catch up with the chat, people. Good to see everybody. It's going great, Robert. I'm always trying to come in clutch. Good to see everybody. Is it fucking humid in San Diego? Hopefully it gets cool. Scott, we do need the rain. Yeah, this is the mid-afternoon news we need. And yes, it's supposed World Cup, people. It's not real. It's a simulation. It's a program. Yes, New Jersey is an incident all by itself. It's very true there. No, I know, Laura. Absolutely. Good to see you, Lopez. Welcome on in. Good to see you, Missed One. It's looking a lot clearer than yesterday. Yes, it is. A bit better there in Michigan. That's good, Golden Girl. That is good. Yeah, crazy storms out there. Yeah, a Florida cat. You getting those storms that it could rain like across the street. And good to see you there. Yeah, got some thunderstorms in Orlando there. The weather is in Santa Cruz. Yes, or Florida, lightning capital of the world. Parts of Texas got 20 inches of rain in a week. It's scary. Yeah, no sangria. Sorry, no sangria. It's a dry World Cup. What would you do if I would win the lottery? I would still do this live stream, just a lot more. Yes, Disco Astoria, people. It's Disco Astoria. But thank you so much, Perfectly Candid, for the clutch there. That's sending 30 joules for the clutch there. Do you have two accounts, Perfectly Candid? Well, I don't know why I did that. Oh wait, is that the disco ball? I don't understand. Anyway, Brendan Nelson, good to see you. The smoke hasn't been bad there until today. I'm so sorry. They're busy. We're luckily getting a little bit of a break with the smoke. Alfred Hinkle, good to see you. Hit that like button. Come on, people. It is hot. It's humid and miserable, people. Imagine the rioting at a dry World Cup. The bars won't run out of beer. Ooh, that's right. The dear leader is coming to New York, so we're getting ready for the helicopters to land. That's the Lower Manhattan heliport right there. I forgot all about that. He's flying in today for some weird FIFA Illuminati meeting. Anyway. Yeah, I know. They should stop playing these mind games, right? It's a good song, Busy. Mind games. Yeah, the AQI was scary yesterday, but it was scarier I looked it up. When we had the bad air quality in 2023, we were up at 600. It was something crazy like that. 600 with the just the pollution that the city is making on its own. Not cool. No need to apologize, Golden Girl. No need to apologize. Good to see you. No need to apologize. Should just be one. Yes. Oh, okay. You got it. Yeah, I don't know how it works. They want you to use these jewels, but you're unfamiliar. Yes. Yeah, haven't we suffered enough? No. Laura, you're more than welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying this. This is my performance art. It did look like Mars. Yeah, exactly. 2023, it looked like Mars outside. It did. We have improved. Yesterday wasn't that bad. I could honestly say that in 2023, when I did that bike tour in the morning and the sky turned from kind of this color to that orange color, that shit was scary. And of course, they were filming the new Ghostbusters movie. Right when I finished my tour and I walked back out onto Broadway and Chambers Street to hop on the train. I saw the Ghostbusters Ecto 2 flying up Broadway. The wrong way, by the way. The wrong way. And had the sirens and everything going. There's barely anybody on the sidewalk. And they were filming it. The crane truck, the camera crane truck went speeding ahead first. And then the Ecto 2 came up. It was surreal. And the sidewalks were open. It was weird. There were no production assistants around. They were just driving this shit up fucking north on Broadway at 50 miles an hour. And I was like, of course, when the sky turns orange, I'm going to see the Ecto 2 come flying up Broadway. I was legitimately scared. And then I did that quick Instagram live stream, which is here on YouTube if you want to see it, of me reacting to the sky in Coney Island. And I'm like, I'm going home. I'm going fucking home. No, that was severely dangerous. But yeah, the dear leader's not. He's coming for FIFA World Cups. He's doing the FIFA World Cup. The dear leader. So we wish the dear leader a safe passage into the city. But yes, so the smoke is from the pants on fire? Maybe. No, probably not. Crazy thunderstorms with hail yesterday. 60-mile-an-hour winds out there in Long Beach. Yeah. Ocean County, New Jersey had a crazy thunderstorm that just hovered over it for like almost 2 hours. And it was like strong. It was like lightning, thunder, and all that shit. Winds. That storm did a little bit of yeah. Yeah, what am I doing when the sky turned orange? Getting inside. Gotta get inside, man. The Spanish royal family is also attending the final. Yeah, I know. I heard a lot of like celebrities like that we wouldn't know about are here in town. So everybody's in town for this FIFA World Cup. So once again, the city's probably the safest it's ever been. Exactly, it's true, RJ. Maybe. Gemma, good to see you, Gemma. You probably come to New York for the first time. Come on out, Jenna. We ain't going anywhere. Yeah, let's keep it bipartisan. Yes, that's right. We'll keep it bipartisan, please. Good to see everybody. Oh, I got to do stories, people. Coming up next. I forgot this is like a news show. We're started turning into a talk show here. Rebel Radio News Time. Rabble Radio News Time is now 25 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about, we're going to get some stories here, a couple of stories here from the news outlets from the smoke story, because that's the big story, the smoke story. And yeah, we'll talk about it and more. But first, here's a message as always from Lenny's.
Hey, I'm Rocky Guaziano telling you if you like great Italian seafood, things like scungilla, calamar, mussels, clams, or lobster tails, then you gotta visit Lenny's Clam Bar. They have the best Italian seafood you ever taste. But wait a minute, Lenny's Clam Bar felt sorry for all the people that didn't appreciate his Italian seafood. So now let Joe, the boss, tell you what's new. Hiya, Joe.
Hi, Rocky. Now we are serving delicious pasta dishes like ome manigotti, ravioli, pentiti, veal, and shrimp parmesan and more.
Whatever you like. You know the prices can't be beat. So take it from the champ. Get over to one of those famous Lenny's Clam Bars and have yourself a treat.
Don't forget, all the way to the Rocky send you, you'll enjoy a glass of wine in the house.
And if you don't, you get a rough right in the nose. Right?
Lenny's Clam Bar located in Howard Beach, Staten Island, Brooklyn Heights, Long Island, Manhattan, Yonkers.
I'm going to go out to Cross Bay Boulevard and head out and get me some. But I heard Rendenzo's has better sauce. I don't know. I could go over some calamar right now myself. Rebel Radio News Time is now 27 minutes past the hour. Well, the air quality here in New York City remains unhealthy. At least we're getting out of it. But here are some reports from this morning's noon and morning reports. So here's Channel 2 with their report.
And wildfire smoke from Canada sticking around the tri-state, as John was saying. While conditions are expected to slowly improve today, air quality remains unhealthy in parts of our area. Elijah Westbrook is in Brooklyn Heights with more.
Good afternoon. Well, you can tell, at least as of this hour, the air quality is much better than what we were experiencing about 24 hours ago. Right now, we are here in Brooklyn Heights, and just across the river is Lower Manhattan, and we are getting a more clear view.
This is at 12 noon.
The buildings in that area. You can see the haze is slowly fizzling out at this time, but health experts still want you to take precautions by wearing a mask. For the second straight day, smoke from Canada continues lowering air quality quality across our region. Some people are skipping their normal workouts
all
altogether
yesterday.
because of this. Doctors say when air quality reaches these levels, even healthy people can experience coughing, headaches, eye irritation, or shortness of breath. People with asthma or heart disease face an even greater risk. The city continues handing out free masks while officials encourage people to stay inside whenever possible, especially children, older adults, and anyone with underlying health conditions.
I would say since it's a little better today, I feel a little more comfortable going outside, but yesterday I just went home as soon as I could after work.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I was like, now you can actually see Manhattan. Yesterday I was like, oh, where is it? You know, coming over from Brooklyn.
I'm enjoying the walk this morning. I know it's a little bit foggier than it's typically, but I'm thankful that at least it's not like too bad on our lungs.
And one thing officials continue reminding people, if you start feeling symptoms after being outside, go indoors. Run your air conditioning if you have it, and if symptoms become severe, seek medical care. Of course, we will keep you posted on how those conditions change throughout the day. That's the latest right now from Brooklyn Heights. Elijah Westbrook, CBS News, New York.
And that's really the big takeaway from this is oh, the president is flying over my house. The president is, I wish I could show you this. I don't know if you could hear that. The president is flying over my house, everybody. The president has just flown over my house. Yeah, that was the whole that was big. That was a big convoy. Holy shit! The president has just flown over my house. So the FIFA World Cup is onwards now. Anyway, so that is the main takeaway for what's going on right now. Is you have to take measure and take your time. But this is the morning report. This is the morning report for the weather conditions here from Channel 7.
As Brittany's been telling us all morning long, that Canadian wildfire smoke, it continues to blanket our area, leaving us with unhealthy air quality levels.
Very hazy out there. Eyewitness News reporter Crystal Cranmore is live in Brooklyn Heights with more on how things are looking there this morning. Hey there, Crystal.
Good morning, Stephanie and Pedro. Well, you can see a gauzy veil that is blurring parts of the skyline at this hour. As Brittany's been reporting, conditions are expected to get better, but officials still want folks to play it smart and be cautious when they head outside. Now, both the mayor and the governor are urging outdoor activities to be moved indoors if possible. Conditions due to the Canadian wildfires were so concerning on Thursday that the City Parks Department actually made the decision to move a summer camp soccer program into the St. James Recreation Center in the Bronx, and others making the similar call as well, including organizers of the Summer Stage concerts who canceled last night's events due to air quality. Experts saying that sensitive groups should take particular caution and limit their time outside. If you must go outside while the air quality is considered unhealthy, don't overexert yourself and listen to your body.
Some of the particles are so small that they can actually enter the bloodstream, and that's when we start to be worried about the increased risk of heart disease. And then some of the particles are also small enough where they can enter into the blood-brain barrier, and they can cause some impacts on the brain as well with long-term exposure.
This isn't just an annoyance. We're talking about a level of air quality that is frankly unhealthy. And at this time, anything you can postpone, I would encourage you to do so. Any time that you can spend indoors, it's always better for you.
And some good news, the city is making available free masks. You can find
still
them
making
at
them
police
available.
precincts, firehouses, major transit hubs, and libraries. And while the heat emergency was not extended, hundreds of cooling centers and other precautions will continue into today. Now we're live in Brooklyn Heights. Crystal Cranmore, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
So that's what I wanted to kind of show you guys between Channel 7's shot and Channel 2's shot. Channel 2 was at 12 noon. That shot from Channel 7, that was at 6 o'clock, like 6:30. So you can see how much the air has changed from the Brooklyn Heights Promenade. And it's luckily has improved a lot. But this is just a break because the smoke will be coming back for tomorrow. But tomorrow, again, we will have some really, really strong thunderstorms tomorrow. So it's probably going to clear out this smoke as much as it can. And yeah, so take it easy still today. Maybe improving. We're now just back to moderate conditions holding at 96 right here on the gauge. But again, take your time, especially if you have any underlying health issues, all right? So no rushing, all right? Take your time. It's summertime. Rebel Radio News Time is now 33 minutes past the hour, and just like that, a half hour of your life gone forever. But good to see you, Glenn, and he just got to find parking, JF. Just has to find parking there. Good to see. Oh, Gemma, I appreciate that, Gemma. Gemma, I'm glad you're enjoying the show. It's much appreciated. So which plane? We get Ospreys. So the president flies, every president, not just our current one, but every president has a convoy. And and if there's world dignitaries in town, they get the same kind of treatment. But basically, it's helicopters where the important people are. They're large, like military helicopters. And then you have surrounding that the Ospreys. And there's might be 4 or 8 of them or 6 of them, depending on how large the convoy is. And they just fly over in mass. And when they get here to Coney Island, well, here at the end of the west end of Coney Island, they make that turn into the harbor. So they're coming from JFK. So they all fly into JFK and then they fly out to here. That's just protocol. So... yeah, but that's what kind of plane it is. Is there a correct pronunciation for Manhattan? Manhattan. Manhattan is derived from the Native American word Manahatta, which means land of many hills. So I call it Manahatta. Anyway, you feel the symptoms? Yes, no, I feel the symptoms from yesterday's Strawberry. It's kind of got me kind of crazy. And yes, he was wearing a long sleeve polo shirt. Good to see you, Jenna. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. You're planning to visit New York City this December? Come on out, Scott. I hope you have a great time. Mrs. Metalhead Warrior, I'm happy you got that ticket dismissed. That's good news. Yeah, I'm happy you got the ticket dismissed. Congratulations, you got the ticket dismissed. And yes, it's perfect time for an afternoon show. You get 2 hours here, people. You get 2 hours today. People. Yeah, I know, Gemma. Yeah, we had our little walk back. We beat the rain. Listen, Gemma, don't forget, if you can't sleep tonight out there in the UK, we're going to have fireworks tonight in Coney Island around 9:45. The show will begin at 8:30 Eastern Time. So if you can't sleep, Gemma, we got fireworks for you. Oh, you can watch the replay in the morning. A lot of my UK people like waking up in the morning and watching the replay. Good to see you, Travis Weeks. Welcome. Yes, the hills are fake. Yes, indeed, Coney Island, Jim. Good to see you. I know some seem to think the T's are silent, but they're not. I've listened to old-timey tapes. Samuel Reyes, welcome on in. Yes, Manhattan. Manhattan. She was taking the train downtown in Manhattan, heading to Brooklyn. Right? Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, there were no signs. Exactly. There you go. Time was wrong on the ticket. See, the meter maid fucked up. I'm happy, Mr. and Mrs. Metalhead. I'm happy. Happy you got that ticket dismissed. Everybody parks there anyway. If you did not know, besides the wildfires, we had a fire in Midtown. Yes, we had a Midtown fire that resulted, unfortunately, in 5 injuries. Nobody died, but it did mess up the morning commute in Midtown. We'll talk about it in less than 90 seconds. If you're new to the broadcast, let us know where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. 133 people are watching with 95 likes in the box. I appreciate you if you hit the like button there. And everybody over on Twitch, let's get a Twitch roll call really quick. Let's see the Twitch roll call here. Come on, give me the roll call there, Twitch. Big shout out to Golden Girl. Shout out to all the mods. I appreciate that, Golden Girl. And PC Fixer 486. Sweet Cheetah, good to see you. And Tom's 2015. Good to see y'all. Good to see everybody, people. Laughing Sam Sice. Yes, we are a go for Fireworks Friday. Good to see you there, Mish. Welcome on in. There you go, Brenda. You'll be watching at 2:45 in the morning if you can't sleep. Good to see you, Reg. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. We've gone into the moderates for the air quality, which is good. Good to see you, Audrey. Baltimore Smoking, Maryland. That's right. You're more than welcome there, Jean. Good to see everybody, people. on this afternoon as we continue to time travel. Rebel Radio News time is now 38 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about a fire in Midtown, but first here's a message from Harrah's Casino.
I'm just wild about Harrah's, and Harrah's wild about you. Our main attraction is non-stop action to put a winning smile on you. New sweet surprise will delight you. There's always something new for two. I'm just wild about Harrah's.
And Harrah's wild about too. The better Atlantic City, baby.
Let's go to Atlantic City. Just don't walk off the boardwalk. Good to see you there. Myra Garcia, welcome, and Lori Lou, welcome, and good to see everybody, people. Rebel Radio News time is now 38 minutes past the hour. A Midtown fire, a fire at a restaurant injures 5 people and shuts down traffic. Here's CBS 2's reports.
Breaking news, a 3-alarm fire in Midtown injures 5 and shuts down traffic. It happened at 54th Street near Madison Avenue. And that's where we find Alice Gaynor live with the latest. Alice.
Cindy, the fire began in this very popular restaurant behind me, Papillon. You could see it's known for its decorations like those outside at Christmas time. They put a lot of elaborate decorations. They've been having World Cup watch parties. We were just talking to
They're
the
known
owners.
for their
Unfortunately,
display.
they're going to have to close for some time because there's heavy damage in the kitchen. Now, the FDNY says it was a fire in the ductwork. The building essentially above it is a second building. FDNY says the call came in around 7 a.m. Again, the address here, 2254th Street, which is near Madison Avenue, triggered a large response, 3 alarms, over 90 fire and EMS units, 220 members here. There were 5 minor injuries, with 1 transported to the hospital as a precaution, the FDNY says. They do mention this was an intricate operation. Tishman Spire, the owner of the commercial building at 520 Madison, again, a separate structure, they say Papillon's fire alarm system is physically connected to their building.
It's basically the same building, but there's like a partition.
System, but the ductwork was in the restaurant. It went through their building into the commercial building, which is a very unique operation to have, because
complicated.
At that time it pierced the fire protection from the restaurant and into the commercial building, and that's what they had to overcome with the smoke going through the commercial building. And being in 43 stories, we had to check every floor.
People in the building remain evacuated. 200 people, the FDNY says, were evacuated. And they say they were lucky because the alarm came in so early in the morning that more people weren't inside. Now, in speaking with some workers, they say they'll likely be out of the building for the day. I also stepped inside one of the retail clothing stores, and it reeked of smoke here. One of the workers wasn't sure whether or not all that clothing would have to be removed as a result. Again, as for damage to this very popular restaurant here, unfortunately, they say they're going to have to be closed for some time. They don't have an exact estimate, but the damage, they say, heavy in the kitchen, so people who had events there and that World Cup watch party, which is what they've been doing this whole time, that's going to have to be canceled for Sunday. That's the very latest here from Midtown East. Alice Gaynor, CBS News, New York.
Those kind of situations could get a lot worse very quickly because it's in such a confined and complicated space. When you're dealing with buildings within buildings, these are the kind of problems that nobody could even imagine when you enter a venue. So I'm happy that only 5 people got hurt, and hopefully everybody's injuries aren't too severe. And we hope that Papillon could get up and running as soon as possible, as well as all the other businesses, neighboring businesses, and of course, tenants upstairs. So it's New York, baby. It's kind of complicated. Rebel Radio News time is now 42 minutes past the hour. So you saw this. Yes, Hunts Point had a scrap metal fire, but those happen often, the scrap metal fires. They don't even make the news. So the one in Manhattan didn't last too long. It lasted maybe 45 minutes. So they put a squash on the fire pretty quick. But good to see you, NYC Pat. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. Yeah, I'm staying inside there, Lori Lou. I'm staying inside for now. We'll go outside tonight. Good to see you, Sal Muscles. Welcome on in. Russell AOL. Good to see you. Ida Cruz. Welcome on in. Ninja watching. That's right. This is the best news, Ida. This is the best news right here. So 3 alarm, it means a couple of things, Laughing Sam. It means how many companies like show up, and sometimes it's like equal. It's like, okay, it's a 3 alarm, so 3 different companies have shown up, but sometimes there'll be different units, like specialty units that have to arrive as well. And sometimes a 3 alarm fire actually has like 5 different or 6 different units, and maybe a 3 alarm fire can maybe have just 2 units because they get it like controlled. So the alarms also mean like how large or potentially large the fire could get. So, but New York's bravest indeed. So Reg, you and your son are Yankees fans living in Southern California. Awesome. There's a game tonight at 7:45. And yes, I am still watching, Mrs. Babbage. Mrs. Babbage, my computer, by the way. Good to see everybody, people. As we really fly through this first hour, it's kind of like I know what I'm doing, right? It's kind of weird. But have a great one there, Busy. Have a great one. Enjoy the less hazy skies, at least if you're in New York tri-state area. Real Radio News Time is now 44 minutes past the hour. And coming up next, we have a FIFA World Cup story. We have fans are flocking to the Fan Fest at the Javits Center. So actually, all day NYC, all day Dan went out to the FIFA Fan Fest, and you can check out his live stream. I highly recommend it for a little tour around there here on YouTube and on Twitch. So give him a big follow here on YouTube, Twitch, and the TikToks. If you're on the TikTok, he's a fun follow as well on the TikTok and Instagram. He's on all the platforms. Follow All Day NYC. Do me a favor. As we get towards the final hour and 15 minutes of the show. Yes, we're going for 2 hours today. And don't forget to join me tonight at 8:30-ish for our Fireworks Friday. And it's channel supporters like Russell AOL with a $20 super chat. Russell, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you for joining today's $20 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. It's people like Russell AOL that keep this channel going. So thank you, Russell. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $20 super chat. And yes, are the Dodgers in the cathedral tonight? Nice. I wish the Dodgers were still here in New York. You love New York City and Coney Island, Myra? Well, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got fireworks tonight here in Coney. If you follow me, you're friends with everybody, all right? But it's people like Russell AOL who keep this channel going. So I appreciate you, Russell. Let me entertain you for another hour and 15 minutes. An hour and 14 minutes now. Time is moving. No. But yes. I'm happy that the smoke is getting out of here. I hope you guys are happy that the smoke is getting out of here. And we will talk about it as we look around the city coming up after this next story. And then it's on to the next hour. And the next hour we'll have stories from not inside New York. And we certainly have some funny ones coming up for our second hour of the show, so stay tuned. Real Rick Mendoza, good to see you there, Rick. Hope you're doing well. Buenos tardes. And good afternoon to everybody good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning from all around the world. I heard it's round. Rebel Radio News Time is now 46 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about a FIFA Fan Fest. But first, here's a message from Avenue Y.
If you have an eye for great savings, then follow your eye to Avenue Y Flea Market outlet stores for savings up to 70%. 600 mini department store outlets featuring women's wear, men's wear, children's wear, jewelry, cosmetics, gifts, housewares, and much more. All on one level with plenty of free indoor parking. Shop Avenue Y Flea Market outlet stores, Avenue Y and McDonald Avenue, Brooklyn. Call 718-252-SAVE. That's 252-SAVE. New hours, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It's a place where people love to shop.
Avenue Y. Rick, thank you so much for hitting that like button. It's much appreciated. I appreciate everybody hitting that like button. Thank you, guys. As we enjoy this afternoon together, Rebel Radio News Time is now 47 minutes past the hour. FIFA World Cup fans flock to the Javits Center for Fan Fest. CBS 2 brought us there.
2 days left until the FIFA World Cup final at MetLife Stadium.
God,
but
get it
ahead
over
of the
with.
big match, a rally point for soccer and all sports fans. And tickets are already selling out for Fanatics Fest this weekend. Christy Kalijian is live at the Javits Center with the fans. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Cindy. We may be nearing the end of the World Cup run here, but energy from fans is only growing from this point on. And we're seeing all types of sports fans. We're even seeing wrestling fans. We're seeing baseball, basketball. But let's talk about those FIFA fans. They have so much to look forward to, especially these local fans who are excited here at Fanatics Fest. And let's just start with what's going to be happening this afternoon. They'll be able to see World Cup legends like David Beckham. He will be here.
That's kind of
and
cool.
Live on the show floor will be the final pre-match press conferences with the captains and coaches of Argentina and Spain that will be playing there in the final, of course. That is huge. Not to mention the fan booth we're outside of right now with all things FIFA, a store, fan activations, and we're hearing that the World Cup trophy will also be here at the Javits Center later on this afternoon. So much to look forward to. And what's really been touching, Cindy, is that we're seeing dads here with their sons who say all they wanted to do was pass their love for sports onto the next generation, especially with the World Cup happening right in their backyards this year. Here's what they had to share.
I don't think I've ever experienced anything like this in my life. This just culminates all the experiences as a childhood that now I get to give back to my kid. So, you know, all these events that are going on, and Tom Brady and the Card Vault guys, they're bringing that culture back. And, you know, I truly appreciate everything that they're doing.
What sports do you like the most?
Every sport.
Who are you most excited to see?
Everyone.
The next generation of sports fans right there. Fans have a lot to look forward to today. And of course, this is going on into the weekend. As you mentioned, tickets are selling out. And I just have to really make a disclaimer here. I'm not rooting for Argentina with this shirt. I'm still mourning the loss of Uruguay. They were kicked out very early on. That's where my dad is from. So we're very disappointed. But anyway, still excited for what's going to be happening. Uruguay, I still love you. But yeah, a lot for fans to look forward to this weekend, especially with the final that will be playing right at MetLife. I still can't believe we're saying that, Cindy. We're live at the Javits Center. Christy Collegian, CBS News, New York.
Christy, we love you.
Aww, the love. Where is the love? On Channel 2. Where is the love? Well, I hope everyone loved their FIFA World Cup time. And look at that. Brenda Nelson said that FIFA helped the Hobby Shop sports section sales. That's pretty good. Awesome. I'm happy that sales went up a little bit. But yeah, KJ2, I kind of agree. Anyway. Supposedly, so I don't know how much tickets are. Rebel Radio News Time is now 50 minutes past the hour. Man, $70 for the Fan Fest, and all you get to see is podcasters. And I saw it. Listen, I didn't have to go because I saw All Day Dan's report. So follow All Day NYC. Do me a favor. He's a great follow. Let's go to the Channel 5 camera while we wind down. Because it's the afternoon show, so we just talk. So this is the talk show now. This is the talk show portion of the show. We will show community posts during the 10 o'clock show. So if the fireworks get canceled, or if we have a 10 o'clock show tomorrow, we'll get back to our community posts tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. So, but let's see. Oh, did that work? Did that work? No. Did that work? No. Why are you being? There you go. All right, let's go around our cameras here. We're going to start tonight at 8:30, Sheen. 8:30. We'll have our fireworks Friday. 8:30. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, back in the Middle Ages, UK had 500 people per side. Your friend tried to get out of New York before the World Cups were played in New York because of all the chaos. He knew that it was good. Well, I mean, it wasn't chaos. I wouldn't say because of the FIFA World Cup there was chaos. Bad chaos. It's been pretty chill. And most people like myself, we don't even realize it's happening until like if we end up like in Midtown or something like that. You see everybody in the jerseys and everything. And that's pretty much the only thing. I'm happy that people came out to New York. So that's a good thing. You was meditating before the stream? Fun fact, Sonia. Yes, I was meditating too. I was listening to Alan Watts. You guys have a second and third income. Who's talking about that on YouTube? I mean, I have technically, this is one job that I get money from, and then I actually work for 2 different companies. So I guess I have 3 incomes. Sonia, people are talking about that on YouTube? Okay. I mean, yeah. And I'm sorry, I know for some people that's like, just I guess disrespectful to say how many incomes I have. Some people don't like that. If I mention that I work. I do have a job, but work unfortunately for me is down because tourism is not, it kind of tailed off this year. I don't know what, it started tailing off last year, but that's like, we're like in COVID times now for my work. Oh, thank you so much for reminding me about this, Sonia. But yeah, technically, I guess I have 3 different incomes because it's YouTube, and then the two companies I work for. I work for 2 different companies. So, yeah, thanks. But yes, yeah. Who are? How about this, Sonia? Who are the people talking about it? Who is talking about it on YouTube? But I wouldn't have called the World Cup a success. It's a success in the sense of like nothing bad happened. So I think in those terms that it's a success. But I don't think like financially. I mean, hotel bookings are still down, so they're not. They didn't come to the full fruition that was expected of coming out from them. Your wife is a history teacher, Gemma. Awesome. Yeah, everyone should have more than one income. Oh, there's many shorts. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not going to give you my social security number there, RJ. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's good chaos versus bad. Yeah, I mean, for the events that went down, they seemed to be really cool. And you know, I saw a couple of the art things that popped up, which was cool. So that it was fun. I mean, there were cool little pop-ups around town. And yeah, but like, was I looking forward? Again, the World Cup succeeded because nothing happened. Nothing like malicious happened. Everything came through good. So we just got to get through now Sunday, and then we'll be good. But the World Cup, you know, it is what it is. No, working isn't a bad thing there, Brenda. No. Why is that anyone's business anyway? Because people like to judge behind anonymous names. So yes, I have 3 incomes. Because influencers and what is it again? Because there's many shorts and influencers that talk about that. So then they come to me, who's actually talks to you, and yeah. And I think I'm pretty open with what I do. By the way, we can see the president's motorcade right there. There's a president getting ready for the motorcade, or they might have already moved him. There's no traffic on the FDR right now. I would say it was more chaotic when the Knicks won. Yes, it was very chaotic when the Knicks won. It was fun though, and considering how many people like partied and stuff, I saw worse in other cities. You know, so I've seen a lot worse in other cities, I think. So, and luckily, you know, that came through great. The ticker tape parade, considering how many people showed up to that thing, was beautiful. So, but you know, overall hotel bookings are down by like almost 20% overall, like when you average it out. So like tourism is still down. A FIFA World Cup did not necessarily like boost businesses, you know, in the areas, you know, and some places were really booking on it hard, and you know, it didn't come to fruition for a lot of people. So, but yeah, imagine if the Jets win. Oh my God, that'd be fun. That would be fun. As we look at the Fox 5 cameras here, we're winding down our first hour of the show. And we'll start a second hour in a few minutes. Got 131 people with 115 likes. I appreciate that. You love the music. Well, you know, the music you're hearing is the public address music from the 1964-65 World's Fair. There seem to be like 4 songs on this like 2-hour thing that seem to get picked up by copyright. Meanwhile, it's not. It'll be great. Listen, if another team wins, I'll be great. So the Rangers, the Jets, the Mets, the Yankees probably might win it again, right? Are the Yankees doing good? I have no idea. Anyway, I don't bet anything on the Kelsey app. I don't bet anything on the Kelsey app. Ooh, we got some jet skis doing circles underneath the GWB there. That's pretty cool. That's from Fort Lee, New Jersey, looking out towards Upper Manhattan. And there's Times Square. You was raised to believe one thing: to earn a living was nobody else's business, as long as you were not hurting anyone or stealing. Reg, thank you for that. You know, Reg, I have to say, like, I'm lucky enough to, you know, make a somewhat living doing what I love and entertaining people, whether it be here on YouTube or in real life, on a walking tour or on a bicycle tour. So I'm pretty lucky in that sense, you know, and I don't have to, like, I don't know, I feel like if anything hurt me mentally and physically was working for big corporations. Like, I was done, you know, yeah. To say that I'm done working for big, gigantic corporations would be an understatement. But yeah, I know 100. Oh, it's 114? Thought it was 115. That was 119. 119 likes in the box. But yes. Brenda Nelson had a job at Hobby Shop since March 13th, 1997. She worked there for 18 years for the original owners, 11 years for the second owners. Hobby Shop has been open since September 1978. Thank you so much, Brenda. As we look at the continuing clearing conditions of the city, oh my God, we're down to the last 30 seconds of the 3 o'clock hour. Oh my goodness. We are down to the final few moments here, and then we got to start the show all over again. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Reg. Yeah, I'm lucky, man. I'm lucky. I don't have to hurt anybody or steal or, you know, but it is my business. But when people ask me, I always give them the answer. So. But, yeah. Good to see you, Desi Des. Welcome on in. Hey! Hey! It's the top of the hour. Live from the west end of Coney Island. It's time for one more hour of Now in New York City Live. Will the city completely fall apart in the next, the next 60 minutes? You have no choice but to stay tuned and find out. Oh my goodness, people. It's 4 o'clock here in New York City as I try to figure out what kind of music I want in the background. I guess we'll do that. We will do that, Mrs. Babbage. Thank you. As we go around the cameras, let's do it. If you haven't said hello, tell me where you're watching from. There's Coney Island right there. And then we get out to 19 State Street, Lower Manhattan. There it is, people. Still hazy skies, back to moderate conditions. Good to see you there. JT Money. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. Good to see you, Desi Des, for one more hour of the show. There's the view from the Empire State Building, and then there's the view from One World Trade Center. We head out to the Statue of Liberty on the torch camera while people are out there on their little jet skis. And look at that. There's Lower Manhattan from Jersey City, New Jersey. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, we have, there it is. We got our Fox 5 cameras showing us live, Times Square. And then there's the view from the Empire State Building looking up towards north, towards the Central Park, it's supposedly called. And then what else we got there? Come on, you gotta go faster, Fox 5. Come on. There it is. There's Xanadu, people. There is Xanadu out there in New Jersey. And good to see you, Laughing Sam, from the violent and stormy Florida. We're gonna get to weather in a few moments. I am not the king of New York. I am the Duke of Southern Brooklyn. I am the Duke of Southern Brooklyn. Good to see everybody, people. Listen, Sonia, we were out yesterday in the worst part of the smoke. The smoke has improved tremendously since 24 hours ago. But I'm happy to be inside, too. I need to take a little bit of a break before we go back outside later on tonight at 8:30. But good to see everybody, people. I'm now officially the fastest hour on the internet. We're going to do traffic and transit in a few minutes. And we do have traffic. The traffic report's going to be nice and long today because it's the afternoon. Trisha, catch the replay. Good to see you, Trisha. Hashtag replay crew. Good to see you, Trisha. If you're working, don't work too hard, all right? If you're working, don't work too hard. Good to see you there. 9 o'clock out there, United Kingdom. Good evening there. Good evening, everybody, people. You like that camera? This is my favorite camera because we're like high up on the torch. And whoever has to service this camera, I appreciate them tremendously. Yeah, Trisha, there's no, let me see if I can find one. Yeah, we're doing a 2-hour afternoon show. I was reading on that. I was reading about that, Trish. Let me see if I can find a proper story. But yeah, 1 more hour, Laura. 1 more hour. Your family's from Jones Beach. Nice. All right, so let's see if we could find a story right now, an edited story from one of the networks here. I cannot talk and type, everybody. All right, who did it? Who talked about this first? All right, we're gonna go with the Gothamist. We're gonna go with the Gothamist. I refuse to read the post on this show here, but yes. New Yorkers may be feeling a little bit of a reprieve, but tomorrow, there's a very good chance it's going to rain, dirty rain, flash floods, and high winds. The Gothamist has this report, and we will talk about it. Actually, let me get a commercial ready too, because we'll go into that like a regular story. Let's get a good one for the kids. There we go. How old is my program? What are you exactly referring to, Laura? The program that I'm using to broadcast from? The how old this channel is? This channel was created back when YouTube was 3 months old. Good to see you, Neil. Welcome on in. Oh, you're gonna subscribe? I appreciate that, Gemma. Yeah, tomorrow's a radio show day. Ah, Jim. Jim is dying to get me to do a radio show. Yeah, we haven't done a radio show in a while. You rather it rain cats and I rather it rain cats, dogs, and animals too. Not soot and blah blah blah. I know, Jim. I'm sorry, Jim. Traffic, transit. Jim, this is the franchise we're doing here. Traffic, transit, weather, and more coming up in about 90 seconds. And yes, coming up next, thank you, Trisha, for reminding me. We got a story I could read. But yes, tomorrow is going to be a heavy rain kind of day. Heavy rain, thunderstorms. It might be raining soot tomorrow. I've been live streaming for 10 years, and this YouTube channel was created in September 2006. I've been making video content since 2002. I used to have a cable access show. And yeah, when I started live streaming here in New York, there were only 5 other people doing it. And I think only 2 of them still stream. Like, rarely. It's insane. We've come a long way, kid. And we continue on. There's lots... In other words, if you have nothing else to watch, watch one of my old replays. You'll quickly see that they're very similar to what I do. And do I stream and fish? I haven't fished in quite some time. Anyway, good to see everybody, people. Yes, I read the comments, every single one, and that's how it works. 129 likes are in the box. 122 people are watching. I appreciate you guys. Shall we do it? Shall we do my performance art here? Remember to take your magnesium. It's sometimes good for you in certain doses. Rebel Radio News Time is now 7 minutes past the hour. Traffic, transit, weather, and more. Brought to us by BabiesOvernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight, guaranteed. BabiesOvernight.com, bringing you the traffic and transit update for the 4 o'clock hour on this Friday, July 17th, 2026. That's the fucking date. Anyway, here's the hell's what's going on. We have still the truck restriction here in Midtown here for the World Cup here. A lot of solid delays inbound on the Lincoln, mild outbound delays on the Lincoln. The Holland Tunnel's a slow ride in both directions here, just solid delays in both directions. So take your time, it is the rush hour now. Solid inbound delays here on the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, solid north and southbound delays here on the Triple Cantilever, and here along, look at it, BQE here, a solid ride from downtown Brooklyn all the way up to Greenpoint. It does clear out at the Kosciuszko Bridge. Outbound delays on the Midtown Tunnel here, the Queens Midtown Tunnel. Slowdowns here along the LIE here, and we have a disabled truck on the eastbound ramp at 17E. One of the two left lanes is blocked. That was updated 2 hours ago. The fact that it's still on the map means that it's still ongoing. We have a crash on the LIE approaching 58th Street. One of the 3 right lanes is blocked. That was updated 1 hour ago. The fact that it's still on the map shows us that it's still very active. But yeah, look at this here. The BQE here, slow ride here heading into the LIE. Then the LIE, a slow ride all the way out to Flushing Meadows as well as onto the Grand Central there. The what's it called? The Van Wyck there, a slow ride as well. The Belt Parkway is a slow ride out there from JFK all the way down from Howard Beach here. Looks like westbound delays here on the Belt for the most part, but then it gets slowing down here in Coney Island there, and then of course down by Decker Beach Park there. But the Verrazano Bridge is looking good. Solid volume, afternoon volume delays here. A slowdown here on the Staten Island Expressway going all the way out towards the Goethals Bridge. But the West Shore Expressway, it's a nice quiet ride. But yes, take your time if you're traveling around here. Do we have a crash? We have delays over there too as well. So there's delays and crashes everywhere. So just be mindful. It's a slow ride across the Cross Bronx Expressway here, and there is a crash on the Cross Bronx Expressway approaching the George Washington Bridge. It was updated an hour ago, and the fact that it's still on the map means that it's still ongoing, and a slow ride across the GWB as well. We continue on to potato cameras, and the skies have even improved a little bit more here in New York City here as we look across the Manhattan Bridge at the Manhattan Anchorage, looking out towards Brooklyn. People on the bridge enjoying the ride. And it looks like we do have a police car up here on the bridge. They may have slowed down or stopped traffic for some reason. This is actually not... Is this on the map? This may not be on the map right now. They also sometimes have vehicle restrictions whenever a world dignitary comes flying in and out of town. They will stop traffic momentarily on the bridge. I'm assuming that's what that is. We're going to keep tabs of that because there may be something going on the Manhattan Bridge. Looking at our rails, we have some delays on the Hudson and Waterbury lines on Metro North, and everything else is running on our closest schedule. Checking out the trains. Look at this. We have skipping stops on the 2 and the 5 trains. Downtown 2 and 5 trains are running with delays at from 180th Street to 149th Street Grand Concourse up in the Bronx, while the FDNY responds to a track fire at West Farms and East Tremont. Thanks for following and subscribing. We continue on with lots of delays here on the 4 train here. Uptown 4-5 trains running with delays because of the 5 and the 2 trains running from Nevins to Grand Concourse there. So we have a signal problem at 125th Street. We have delays on the 8 train. Oh, so they have opened up the Portal Bridge because somebody has their yacht in Jamaica Bay. That was updated 10 minutes ago. So that's still very much ongoing. Uptown B and D trains are delayed while they address a door problem at Fordham Road. Up there in the Bronx, we have J train delays. Manhattan-bound, Broad Street-bound J trains are running with delays while they address a signal problem at Kosciuszko Street here in Brooklyn. We have delays on the N, Q, N, R, and W trains are all running with delays there while they address a signal issue at Lexington 59th. And then there were some earlier delays, but this is very much ongoing. This was updated 1 hour ago. And again, N, Q, R, and W trains are also running with delays because of a person in need for EMS there at Union Square there, 14th Street. That was updated 20 minutes ago. We have planned skip stops on the number 7 train, and everything else, including the Z, is running on our closest schedule. Checking out our web cameras. Our friends at Cibbo's bring us to Brighton Beach. A beautiful view there. The skies are really clearing up, and so we will have fireworks. The water is 75 degrees with a slack tide. Looking out towards from Red Hook, Brooklyn here, from the Waterfront Museum here. This is Stream Time Live YouTube channel as we look out across the harbor. Everything is clearing up beautifully across New York Harbor, and the Statue of Liberty is certainly enjoying that. Here's the YouTube channel from EarthCam here, giving us a Statue of Liberty view. and she is truly enjoying the cleaner air. We head out to Bryant Park. It's a lovely afternoon in Bryant Park there. Everyone's getting ready for the picnic performances there, and everybody's milling around. Lots of seats available. You can chill out and enjoy the park. It's becoming a beautiful day. Heading on out here to the St. George Tower YouTube channel as we look towards Pier 17 and the Waiver Tree. Great view down there as we look at South Street there, and everything is a lovely day to hang out there and take in the sunshine. We head on up to the Henry Hudson Bridge here above the Harlem River, looking out towards the Hudson River. Looks like we got the flow heading into the Hudson River at this moment. And yeah, traffic is moving lovely along the Henry Hudson Bridge. We head out towards the GWB. Live traffic camera there. Traffic is moving nice and slow. And take your time if you're on the GWB. And finally, Brooklyn Waterfront cams bring us to the Brooklyn Navy Yard. The skies have really improved even just this last hour. We continue on looking at the national map for the weather here, and you got a lot of air quality alerts all across the Northeast into the Virginias here, North Carolina. Heat advisories in North and South Carolina, as well as the great state of Georgia. Really strong storms here in the northern part of Georgia here. We also have some flash flood warnings as well. Strong storms here in the Central Florida area, and this is ongoing, normal summertime stuff for Florida, but no official warnings, but always keep your NOAA radio handy for these kind of days here. Heat advisories in the south part of Florida as well. Heavy, heavy, heavy rain here in central and western Texas here. We got a lot of flash flood watches here, flood advisories here, and some of the tributaries here have some flood watches, and flash flood warnings. So be careful down there in Texas. As well as New Mexico, you got some more flash flood watches, and Utah as well has some flash flood watches as well. Along the coast of California here, we have a high surf advisory from San Diego right on up through Los Angeles there. And then we have a small craft advisory across the whole coast there of California into Oregon. And then gales hanging out. Oh, no, sorry. A hazardous sea warning for good luck right there in the southern part of Oregon there. Bad air quality alerts across a big chunk of Oregon, and some more red flag alerts for Seattle into Portland here and into Northern California, as well as Idaho. Idaho has some more red flag warnings, some rain up there in the mountains. Montana has some flash flood warnings as well. Into Wyoming has some more flash flood watches. Light showers here in the southern part of North Dakota, but look at this. Heat advisories across Wyoming, Nebraska, parts of Iowa, into Minneapolis and Minnesota. Also some bad air quality alerts too. Smoke advisories across a bunch of the Great Lakes here. Some strong storms up here in Ontario. Hopefully quelling down the forest fires there. So be mindful of your map there. And if we go to the air quality index map, and let's see here, air quality indexes are improving here. 106, 81, 85 here in New York. But look at this down here in Philadelphia. 203 in Philadelphia right now. Harrisburg there, Virginia there, 203 as well. And so we still are dealing with some bad air quality here. Then as we head on up, look at this here, Ontario here in Hamilton, Ontario. Toronto's looking good at 47 and 27 there, but a 178 there in Hamilton West. And then a 266 out here in Grand Bend, Canada. We head on into Michigan, Midland, Michigan, 254. Lansing, 372. Geez, so we're really dealing. Grand Rapids, look at this, a 429 in Monroe. So we still have some really bad air quality alerts across Michigan. As well as we look at it, Sheboygan's doing much better here at just 44. But down here in Milwaukee, a 166 and a 177 there on 16th Street in Milwaukee. We head on up to Wisconsin here. Wisconsin holding a 156 up here. Where is this in Wisconsin here? Going to tell me? Lake Dubai. And then we head on up here to Duluth. Look at this, 351 in West. I think this is West Duluth here, and 351 here, right? Yeah. So we're still dealing with some very hazardous air conditions. If you're down there in Texas, be careful because there's a lot of extreme rainfall happening in these areas of Texas, exceeding 20 to 25 inches. So please be advised. Let's see if anything else has been posted. We do have some very strong storms affecting the greater Atlanta area here. Very strong multi-cell thunderstorm clusters shifting across Atlanta, creating localized flash flooding. And this was posted just 12 minutes ago. So make sure that your NOAA weather radars are secured and charged We also have some more storms here affecting New Mexico into far west Texas. Isolated areas of flash flooding for the rest of the afternoon. Be mindful of that. That was posted about a half hour ago. And some more strong storms here affecting northern Arizona here. Scattered flash flooding for this afternoon. And thick clouds just north of Vegas up there. So by Grand Canyon and Flagstaff, you guys got some storms down there too. So again, keep your NOAA weather radars, weather radios ready to go there. As we look at the snow, as we look at the smoke here in the Northeast, let's see if they posted anything new for this hour here. Oh, we got our temperatures for tomorrow. Tomorrow's low temperatures. A pretty wide ranger, 72 in the city here, then all the way down to 65, 64, West Milford, Connecticut. West Milford, New Jersey there. Liberty, New York at 58 for the low temperature tomorrow. So pretty wide range. Oh, no, actually, this was today. This is Friday's low temperatures. But these are the clouds, or the smoke that's beginning to finally clear out for the time being, because we may get some soot coming down. Lee Goldberg and the Wacky AccuWeather team at Channel 7 Eyewitness News bringing us a 7-day forecast, and I think we're going to hit 85. We're hitting 85 right now. So right now is the high temperature. Tomorrow is going to be heavy storms. We're going to talk about it in a moment. With heavy rain, downpours, it's going to be crazy, 78 degrees. And then a much better half of the weekend there on Sunday for the final World Cup match there, 83. Then we hold in the 80s. Maybe something coming around for Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll wait for that to report in. The Dodgers are playing the Yankees tonight at 7:05 out it's Yankee Stadium out there in the Cathedral there. And Tuesday's winning Mega Millions numbers were 2, 4, 10, 48, 56, and 22. Tonight's drawing will be at 11 o'clock for an estimated cash value of $672 million. Picture of the day, Hannibee _NYC brings us a beautiful picture of a story of the turkey. A story of the turkey spreading her wings and enjoying the lack of smoke. And yeah, that's what the hell's going on. But will the city completely fall apart on itself in the next 40 minutes? You have no choice but to stay tuned and find out. Rebel Radio News Time is now 20 minutes past the hour. It's like I know what I'm doing. Good to see everybody, people. You're going to enjoy the rain? Me too. I'm going to enjoy the rain, people. Enjoy the rain. H. Flores on the train headed to see your mom in the Bronx. It is much better outside. I hope you and Ozzy are doing well there, H. Flores. Good to see you. Yes, you're going to catch some spinning fish in Key West, Laura. Awesome. Good to see you, Jerry. Welcome on in. Brenda, I'm one of the first. I'm like the second wave of streamers in New York, but I appreciate that. Yeah, right. All you want is temps below 20 Celsius and rain. I feel you. Yeah, it's still bad outside. Yeah, boyfriend's in Chicago. It's bad. It is bad in Chicago. Tony LCD, good to see you. Jem's wife, Tony, out in Britain. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'll call you T. Good to see you, T. Welcome on in. Good to see you, Carol, 813, and John out there. Still smoky out there. Yeah, let me pick up that map here. It's still smoky in New Jersey. Let me bring up the map again here. Hold on. Let's get some more readings here. Look, it's Atlantic City still holding at 164, 167. Vineland, New Jersey here. We have... I got to really click off it to click on it. Millville, New Jersey here. Still at a 154. But Philadelphia, I mean, still 203 being recorded in Philadelphia. Toms River, 93. It's been to clear out. Look at this Long Branch, New Jersey, at a lovely 45. And then right here by Connors Mills. This is right here by what's the name of that? Six Flags Great Adventure. Still having an 87. Is doing much better. Trenton, New Jersey, coming in with a 160 there. So we are still dealing with a lot of this fucking smoke. Yes, Bill Evans. Bill Evans turned 60 years old yesterday. A big shout out to what am I? If you ever hear me do this, if you hear me do that, that's Bill Evans' trick. So a big shout out to Bill Evans, who you get to listen to live almost every morning on WLNG 92 FM radio. He broadcasts live from Sag Harbor, New Jersey. And he even does the weather on the weekday. Pretty much every day he does the weather, but he just, for Sag Harbor, for the east end of Long Island. But it's east. They play the best music I have to say, if you like good music, WLNG definitely plays it. And Bill Evans and what's his name? Not John Nolan, just Jim Nolan. And the guy who used to be at Shadow Traffic, he's now out there too. So they do the traffic for like the one road that's out there. So if you want to listen to Bill Evans, go to WLNG, I think it's .com, and you can listen to their great radio station. But in the mornings, yeah, you can listen to Bill Evans. He got fired from WABC, and then his wife bought him a radio station. It's like, here you go. Good to see you, Karen J. McLean. Welcome on in. Which state apart in New York City is on my bucket list? I want to see the Grand Canyon, Gemma. I want to see the Grand Canyon. 33 Celsius, warm Celsius out there in yeah, is the weather broken? Oh yeah. Right, was that a dead on Bill Evans? I used to wake up to him every morning. Jim Nolan, thank you, Brenda. So Jim Nolan and Bill Evans almost live every morning on WLNG radio. It's like the golden oldie station is actually a golden oldie station, and then for some reason they throw in like some psychedelic rock every now and then. It's like, oh, here's this like 18-minute psychedelic song. We're just gonna throw that in for your afternoon there. Get you home for the drive home. Anyway, you need a husband like that? Yeah, buy your radio station. All right, coming up next. Tomorrow could be a very weird day. Will it rain soot? The Gothamist has a report, and we're going to talk about it in less than, in about 90 seconds. Just say about 90 seconds, everybody, in about 90 seconds. So, good to see everybody, people. I miss Bill Evans. He was great when he had the Samoids in the morning. It was great. 6:45 in the morning? He'll have the Samoids. Maximus. Yeah, exactly. They threw in that long song because they gotta pee. Oh yeah, here's that Peppermint. What was the name of that band? Like the Silver Peppermint Connection or something like that. Here's a psychedelic version of that one. It's like 18 minutes long. It's fine. You'll enjoy it. And then it's a great radio station. If you can't tell, it's a great radio station. If I listen to it, I think you'll like it too. Well, there you go. I remember the first time I encountered that. It's like, wow, nobody plays it on radio. And the crazy thing is that you could go out to the west end of Long Island and get it on this thing called a radio. You don't need internet because there's no internet out there. Fun fact, why you never see a live stream from Montauk, Long Island? It's because there's no internet out there. All these rich people live. They have like these little clusters of internet and they hold it against a guard there. And all us regular people got to deal with nothing. You're lucky if you could get a text. Anyway, you told your girlfriend you liked radio, so she bought you a transistor. Nice. It's good to see you there, Joe. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. Rebel Radio News Time is now 26 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about raining soot and ash. But first, it's raining soot and ash. But first, here's a message from Liberato Supermarket.
Su nombre, José Liberato. Su destino, vender barato. Desde su liberatocóptero, don José observa cada movimiento para que usted siempre lleve lo mejor. Plátanos, mamá, macana, arroz canilla, aceite mazola, habichuelas Goya, gallinas enteras y muchísimos más. ¡Don Liberato! ¡Oiga, Liberato! ¿Y en qué vuelo me voy yo?
Mira eso, mira eso, mira eso. Anyway, Liberato is not uptown anymore. But it was one of the greatest supermarkets of all time. The instrumental bed that you hear is the public address music from the 1964-1965 World's Fair. It's great music to talk over. Yes, incense and peppermint. Incense, peppermint, da-da-da-da. Anyway, guess what? It is now 27 minutes past the hour. Smoke, dirty rain, flash flood, and high winds. Saturday's forecast looks grim, And the Gothamist reported on it earlier today. This was posted at 12 noon, everybody. Some New Yorkers may have enjoyed a breath compared to the unclogged air on Friday morning, but it wasn't slated to last long. More Canadian wildfire smoke and strong thunderstorms are expected to turn the first half of the weekend into another dose of apocalyptic nightmare fuel. People outside Friday should still exercise caution, with bad air quality indexes, much in the unhealthy for sensitive groups there, which includes the young and the elderly. Anyone with health complications may want to wear a mask, and if they go outside at all. But the National Weather Service says further troubles are ahead. Friday afternoon and evening, more of the eerie smog that blanketed the city on Thursday will be coming back, contributing to unsafe conditions for anyone outdoors. We're going to be in and out of varying amounts of haze and some smoke, meteorologist Jay Ingalls said. If that wasn't enough to put a damper on the weekend, heavy rain and fierce, gusty winds are slated for Saturday, which could lead to some localized flooding and other hazards. By Saturday afternoon, as nature tries to clear things out a bit, we're going to actually run into some loose pockets of unsettled weather with some rain. We'll see some locally heavy downpours at times from west to east Saturday afternoon, lasting through most of Saturday evening. Ingalls said that up to 1.5 inches of rain could fall, with higher amounts possibly isolated in areas. And between Saturday afternoon and evening, the storms could also be accompanied by damaging winds. Because the rain will help clear out the smoke, it could leave a film of soot on cars and roadways. If we survive all that, the weather on Sunday looks amazing, with tens of thousands of people flocking out to the World Cup final, and that will be the reward of the weekend. We should see less smoke, better air quality to a degree on Sunday, with more in the way of sunshine and temperatures warm, but not nearly as humid. It's still too early to tell whether the wildfire smoke will come to haunt New York City again next week, but forecasters said that it all depends on several factors, including whether firefighters in Ontario could manage to contain the blazes that are raging throughout the province. As of Friday morning, New York City ranked having the 4th worst air quality in the world, behind Detroit, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. The city's air quality index hovered around 160. Right now it's at 96 right now, which is still considered unhealthy, but now we're going back to just moderate conditions there. But we are still continuing to deal with the very light haze compared to yesterday. But be ready for a film of filth on your car tomorrow morning. Or actually, that'll be Sunday morning now. Sunday morning. I'm already ahead of myself here. Just like that, a half hour of your life gone forever. Half past the hour. But good to see everybody. I miss Maximus, Brenda. Yeah, moved to Salt Lake City a couple of years ago. I know. Yeah, Maximus passed away. I followed Maximus on Facebook there, Brenda. Yeah. Yes, Miss Liberado's the only person who does her shopping by helicopter. She lives uptown. You know, you need a helicopter for up there. Keep your umbrella up, Golden Girl. Keep your umbrella up. We're getting medieval. It's fine. This medieval weather is fine. I do remember the Alka-Seltzer commercial, but that's before my time. But I am a connoisseur of old media. Paul, I know. Chicago ranks above New York City for something. Paul, I hope you're staying safe out there in Chicago there. Chicago looked like New York back in 2023, so. Oh, I know. I've never been there before, Reg, but I've heard so many of my friends who've gone to the Grand Canyon, and yeah. I want to see it. Yes, they did. They live streamed their wedding in Venice. I remember that, Brenda. Yeah, I remember that. I think I watched a little bit of that live, or maybe on the replay. Bill Evans, everyone. The main man at WLNG. You had Clean Air Act back in 1952. Tens of thousands died into smog. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we used to have pretty bad air quality here in New York City, too. Everything in perspective. But good to see you, Autumn Alluring. Welcome on in. Good to see everybody, people. Just like that, last half hour of the show is now upon us. We've really flown through this show. Let's see, what's coming up next? Oh, that's right. We have stories now from outside of New York, and I think we have one more talkie song, and then we'll continue on. We got some wacky ones, so wacky stories from outside of New York coming up in less than 2 minutes. Let's see if we can get a close-up shot here of Crazy Coney Island Kid. Let me get the maneuverable camera here. We're going to zoom in on Crazy Coney Island Kid. The hardest working kid in all of Coney Island. All right, here we go. Let's zoom on in here. There he is. Can people sue to get... You can't sue Mother Nature. She don't have an... You know what, I found out Mother Nature's address, Neil. It's called Earth. Where does Mother Nature live? She lives on Earth. Where? But what's the address? That is her address. Earth. The Blue Angels have an address. And again, I wouldn't be worried about splattering of paint on my boat. Am I breathing? What am I breathing in? Can it give me cancer in 2 weeks? That's what I want to know. Anyway. Good to see everybody. Join me later on tonight in a couple of more hours, and I'll be back on at 8:30 Eastern Time, and we'll have our edition of a Fireworks Friday here. And we are on for fireworks, so I'm happy to report that we are ready for fireworks tonight. So we will have our fireworks tonight, as the skies really look a lot better than yesterday. So, but there it is. The wheel keeps on spinning. The wheel keeps on spinning. Time keeps it turning into the future. Coming up next, we're going to talk a funny story of the day, kind of similar to Coney Island. And I'll talk about a little bit of history of Coney Island probably after this next story. But people are pissed off. People who live next door to Universal Studios in Los Angeles are pissed off by their new ride where people are screaming off of. And evidently now people are hearing people scream every 30 seconds. So, yeah, live next to an amusement park and complain about the noise, right? Go figure. Rebel Radio News Time is now 35 minutes past the hour. We'll talk about it. But first, here's a message from Phil Rizzuto and the Money Store.
Cut yourself a deal on an FHA Title I home improvement loan at the Money Store. Government insured. No equity required. And for other low fixed rate home equity loans, qualified homeowners can borrow up to $100,000 and more for any reason at all.
We get a money-back guarantee.
Return the money within 2 weeks of closing and the deal is off. At no cost to you. Call the Money Store for details. Dial 1-800-LOAN-YES.
You got it, Phil. Holy cow. That's a good deal. Rebel Radio News Time is now 36 minutes past the hour. Universal Studios neighbors in Los Angeles complain about the noise coming from the all-new Fast and Furious ride. A CBS Los Angeles reported on this truly nonsensical story.
It is fast and it is making neighbors furious. The new ride at Universal Studios causing some controversy. It's not even officially open yet, but those who live nearby are already complaining about the amount of noise it's making. Tonight, CBS LA's Brittany Ehrman is live in the neighborhood with why people are so upset about this. Brittany?
Yeah, neighbors tell me they've called Universal Studios dozens of times to complain about the noise. I mean, this ride isn't even open yet, but neighbors tell us they've heard enough. It's the sound of Universal's new roller coaster. It may be fast, but neighbors say the screams are furious.
Welcome to Coney Island.
30, 40 seconds, you just kept hearing screams, and it's like, this is going to be our new sound.
You knew you were living next to an amusement
Universal
park.
is testing its new Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift ride, the park's first outdoor roller coaster. Some Toluca Lake residents like Craig Strong say it wasn't the ride they heard first, it was the people on it.
Very peaceful, you know, so that roller coaster it's a game changer.
Neighbors say the screams are now a daily distraction.
5 minutes you hear, ah, and you're like, is this really happening? I'm sitting here at my desk doing work, and there's like this crazy roller coaster sound.
NBC Universal outlined a number of steps designed to address the noise on its website. The company says it added more than 900 feet of sound walls, used pea gravel to help quiet the track, and designed the ride vehicles to rotate so screams don't always face the neighborhood. NBC Universal also says it will continue monitoring sound levels throughout the testing process.
You live next to an amusement
he
park.
believes he's seen that testing firsthand.
Each day with microphones pointed at Universal. And I assumed that they were monitoring the level of sound.
But for some residents, these efforts have not been enough. Neighbors hope Universal Studios can find a way to keep the thrills inside the park.
Universal should do something about it.
Maybe they should slow the roller coaster down. They won't.
Oh,
scream as
jeez.
hard.
Please work this out.
Slow the roller
Please.
coaster down.
I
Does she know
can't
how
live
they
here and listen to
work?
Screams every 40 seconds till sometimes 2 in the morning. It's just unfair.
And a Universal Studios spokesperson did say in a statement they're still in the testing phase when it comes to this roller coaster, and they're still actively monitoring those sound levels to make sure the ride is in compliance. They also added feedback from the neighborhood is an important part of this process. Now, the ride is expected to open sometime this year. Live in Toluca Lake tonight, Brittany Ehrman, CBS LA.
Thank you so much to CBS LA for that fantastic report. And, you know, people have this problem, or still, I guess, do have this problem here in Coney Island. So the cyclone almost got torn down because people who lived across the street were like, "What? I can't deal with this screaming." And you know that you're moving into a neighborhood that has a big amusement park in it. You know you're going to go live in a place. You have a choice to not live in said neighborhood. Now, for me, I actually probably wouldn't mind hearing an occasional scream in my backyard, especially if I have all the windows closed in the summertime and have my AC running, and I probably can't hear anything outside anyway. But if you know you're going to live near an amusement park, understand that it may be noisy at times. So, and this is why we have lost so many great amusement parks around the country. We almost lost Coney Island because of it. And as we build more, we're building a lot more residential around the park. Let's see how that plays out. Will people move here and then complain about the noise? You knew you were living next to an amusement park, but you know. Anyway, know your risks when you move to a new place, people. Rebel Radio News time is now 40 minutes past the hour. No, I mean, missed. If you don't like that kind of noise, it's going to annoy you eventually. So, Beatles fan, good to see you. Yeah, no, people from the cyclone complain all the time there, Beatles fan. It happens. Or exactly, Nova Puppy, exactly. They can move out. Yes, slow and unfurious. And by the way, some people really don't understand. Can they slow down the roller coaster? No, it's a roller coaster. It works on gravity and weight moving around. Anyway, yeah, people are complaining about ocean noise, right? Listen, people will. I'm starting to realize that people will complain about everything. But be careful with the all capitals there. What did you say, Reg? Yeah, right. Rat left on the floor. Right, laughed my ass off. Exactly. There you go, Brenda. There you go. Yeah, clearly some people. No, exactly. Some people. Someone forced these people to choose their location, and why shouldn't the world stop for them? Exactly. How dare they? Let those dudes call the cops on the screaming, and the cops will call them. Yeah, they saw it, laugh in their face. We almost lost the cyclone because of this kind of mentality. I can't deal with you, but you knew you were gonna move the. Ugh. And that's true. Coney Island Jim, a connoisseur and very knowledgeable about roller coasters and the dynamics of roller coasters. Yeah, a roller coaster slowing down will only make more noise. Baby Jake. Oh, look at that. Oh, this 1515 complaint. I knew it. How dare 1515 complain about my beloved shopping cart? Oh, really? But they knew that it was there. It was in the renderings for the building. You knew you're going to live across the street from a roller coaster. Now you got to complain about it? Were you forced to live there? I know 1515 has very few affordable apartments, and they're all in the back of the building, probably where you have no problem with the sound. Ugh. It's a dirt track up there. People were bitching from the car noise. Yeah, of course. I don't know. These overly important people. I'm getting over it. I'm slowly getting over it, people. Yeah, exactly. You moved to an amusement park to complain about the noise, right, Jenna? Good to see you, Jenna. Good to see everybody, people. These people literally have no chill. Like what the hell's wrong with people? Anyway, Rebel Radio News time is now 42 minutes past the hour. It is a hot summer day, people. Yeah, it's kind of warm. And so what do? What do you do on a hot summer day? Well, you go relax in the pool. Well, up there in Denver, Colorado, there was another bear relaxing in a backyard kiddie pool near Steamboat Springs. We got the video of it, but first, here's a message from Luba Potamkin, Cadillac.
You'll catch the fever at Potamkin with 1979 Cadillacs. Like this Eldorado, Potamkin lease priced at an incredible $189 a month. Or this Coupe de Ville, buy it at a great Potamkin price or lease it for just $159 a month. Get Cadillac fever over the Seville. Find out about the very special 1979 limousine. If your Cadillac doesn't have this nameplate on the back of it, you've probably paid more than you should have.
You probably did. You probably did. Anyway. Crashing waves are actually really relaxing. I hear crashing waves out my window all the time, and it is one of the most relaxing sounds. That sound of the waves crashing puts me right to sleep. But anyway, I like that sound. And yeah, I got to lease that car right now too, Jenna. Rebel Radio News Time is now 44 minutes past the hour. A bear was spotted relaxing in a backyard kiddie pool near Steamboat Springs, Colorado. This is Fox 31 Denver had this report.
To cool off, a viewer sharing this new video of a big bear taking a dip in a very small outdoor pool. The proportions are off here. This happened about 20 miles south of Steamboat Springs. Katie Cole says the bear didn't cause any problems, and she's happy her doggy pool could be helpful for the bear, adding that she felt bad for the bears with how hot and dry it is. The water certainly looks refreshing, and on a day like this, who could blame that?
Yeah, that's like trying to get into like a small kid's like bathtub. You're like,
yeah, he's doing good.
Good.
That was perfect for that bear. That is one happy bear, and I'm happy that the homeowner enjoyed the bear's company and didn't mess with the dogs. So that's a good thing too. But for all so much wildlife suffering in this damn heat and dry conditions, take a swim if you can, people. If you And I know, right? And dawn too. We have the birds out here too. The birds sing their chorus every morning. I actually kind of like it. I kind of like it. Golden Girl, right? I wish I could get a Cadillac for $189 a month. Shit, that's a good deal. We have another really funny story coming up. More wacky news here on our electric television magazine called Now in New York City Live. Coming up next, you might have seen the video. If you didn't, get ready to laugh. Yes. Somebody was trying to pole dance in their apartment, and the pole ended up rupturing a water pipe, leading to multiple apartments losing their water pressure. It's a hilarious video, and it's coming up next in about a minute. If you haven't seen it yet, and this made the news, we're going to go to Houston, Texas for our next story, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know, exactly. Now they can't, so now they can complain. Exactly, Reg. If the bear pissed in the pool, so be it. They're gonna have to change the water out anyway. It's fine. Thanks for reminding about that, Neil. Thanks for reminding us about that. Anyway, the city is clearing out. We're down to 78. Oh shit. We started at 96. Now we're at a 78 here. The air quality is getting better for our Fireworks Friday. Rebel Radio News Time is now 46 minutes past the hour. We're going to talk about pole dancing gone wrong. But first, here's a message from Frankie and Johnny's.
Do y'all know that F&J Furniture's having a sale? Right now, buy 3 complete rooms of furniture for only $5.99, and $50 down will put you in a bedroom set or living room set today. Or buy it on credit. Your credit's always good at F&J Furniture, regardless if you've got bad credit, no credit, or on welfare or SSI. You've got credit at F&J Furniture at low monthly terms.
I would like to get a living room set.
Do you have any credit?
No.
See the special man. Let her have it.
I would like to get a set of bunk beds.
Do you have credit?
I just filed bankruptcy.
Well, you need to see the special man. Let him have it.
¿Tienes estufas?
¿Tienes crédito?
No.
Habla con el special man.
Let her have it.
You can have it too at Frankie and Johnny's F&J Furniture, 315 North Broad, 822-8220. Go see Frankie and Johnny, the easiest credit men in town.
Frankie and Johnny's, where they let you have it, despite what you might make. Rebel Radio News Time is now 47 minutes past the hour. A pole dancing mishap leads to water damage in multiple apartments. ABC 13 Houston had this most ridiculous report. Oh,
Okay, this is the viral video
Go
you
see
may
the
have
special
seen
man.
on your timeline. A woman's pole dancing routine goes wrong when the pole hits the sprinkler in her apartment, causing a major water leak, and she says it even damaged the person's apartment below her.
Good.
ABC
Yeah, that's
13's
what
Luke
happens.
Jones is live after speaking with her about what happened here. Luke?
Yeah, and Erica, she's danced on poles many times before, mostly in dance studios. Never before had she installed a pole in her living room. Well, she finally did so and made it only 3 days before it gave out on her.
So Monday was like any other day for me.
Asha Gilbert following along to a pole dancing workout tutorial at her West Houston apartment July 6th when the unthinkable happens.
Paul, that's funny, Paul.
The pole crashing into a fire sprinkler, water shooting from the ceiling.
And immediately I'm in shock because I'm like, oh my gosh, this cannot be happening to me.
The pole, a recent addition to her living room, gifted to her by a colleague just 3 days prior.
He was like, hey, I have this pole, I'm giving it away, do you want it? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely I want it.
But when she and a friend installed it, they didn't anchor it to the ceiling, instead relying on the pole's natural tension between ceiling and floor.
It wasn't even a thought that it could possibly hit the sprinkler. We were more worried about it hitting a wall or hitting this.
Much of Gilbert's furniture ruined, and she's forced to move out. She says the water also seeped into a downstairs neighbor's apartment.
I explained everything, and she was very, very cool and understanding, and I appreciated
Thank goodness.
Her original video posted on Instagram and has now been viewed more than 700,000 times. And while she's comfortable with the temporary fame, she says she'd like pole dancing to get a better rap.
You have to be very strong. A strong upper body, strong core.
Yes, but make sure you connect it to the
And
studs.
I just wish people understood that it doesn't just have to be sexualized. It could be looked at as a workout. And a great workout at that.
That said,
I've heard that
she's given
before.
up on the pole that brought her all this attention.
Your days of in-home workouts on the pole, they're over?
Yes, they're done for now.
Luke Jones, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Oh, people, if you're gonna do pole dancing at your home, make sure you anchor it into the studs. It's just, I know people who do like aerial work and they like have to anchor their things into the studs so they could do aerial stuff in like their bedrooms and living rooms. So, there is a science to this, and just make sure to always read the instructions to the fullest. Bloody hell. Anyway, happy the neighbor was cool with it. Rebel Radio News Time is now 51 minutes past the hour. Good to see you, Miss Lobo. Welcome on in. Did the guy with the hat remind you of Curtis Sharp? Right, that's your sign, right? That's your sign, man. And Paul McCann with the funniest comment there. You had a pole dancing exercise studio downstairs from your office, and you took turns going down who was going to complain. That was funny, Paul. That's funny. Anyway, good to see everybody, people. Oh my goodness, people. Yeah, but how do you get all those dollar bills? I don't know. Yeah, she was trying a second income stream. Exactly, literally. No, you gotta like anchor the damn thing and not like the natural tension. And that's even worse. Like you're pushing up on the ceiling and shit. It's supposed to be like equilibrium anyway. And she was recording herself, so social media people. Coming up next, let me see. Oh, we got time for both stories. Here. Our final stories of the day is coming up next is going to be, did you hear about the South Florida woman who received a license plate with a very racy message? Well, we're going to talk about that in about 30 seconds. Good to see everybody, people. Yes, South Florida going wild. Grandma gone wild in South Florida with a very racy license plate. Yeah, don't get your pole from Temu, people, or Alibaba. All right, only sprinklers. Where you dancing? Only sprinklers. Anyway. We'll talk about a very groovy grandma, but first, here's a message from Tom Carvel.
Hello, I'm a Carvel celestial person from out of state. My real name is Cookie Puss, but my friends call me CP. I'm a Carvel ice cream cake, and I make fresh daily at participating Carvel ice cream stores. Yeah.
Cookie Puss will be at your participating Carvel ice cream stores. Please visit them. Or if you call this toll-free number, you can send Cookie Puss to a friend.
I gotta call that number that probably doesn't work anymore. Anyway, Cookie Puss, it is still available at the closest Carvel near you. Rebel Radio News time is now 53 minutes past the hour. A South Florida woman receives a license plate with a very racy message. CBS Miami had this report.
The top at 5:30, a Pompano Beach woman is trying to unravel the mystery behind
Squeeze
a
ass
license plate.
And there you
Wait,
see
that
her
was
holding
like
it
custom.
Up. She was sent this when
Squeeze
she
ass.
renewed her tag.
CBS News Miami's Joan Murray.
Oh wait,
is your
was that like
reporter in
random?
Pompano Beach to break down what
Wait,
happened
this was
and what to
random?
do if this happens to you, Joan.
Well, we've all been there. Every year when you're renewing your tag, you send away for it. Sometimes every 10 years, the state will send you a brand new plate. Well, that's what happened to this woman here. But when she got it, she was a little bit more than perplexed because it
Squeeze
is
ass.
provocative.
I thought Grandma wanted
And
this.
I didn't know I was getting a plate.
When Nancy Delastrita went to collect her mail, she got quite the surprise. A new license plate with her vehicle registration renewal.
Squeeze ass.
And I said, I don't think so.
The plate reads SQZ-A55, but from a distance, those 55s can be read as S's. Well, you get the picture.
Squeeze ass.
Blank. I don't think a woman that lives in a senior community.
Right, I thought you paid extra for that kind of
77 years
shit.
old next month.
You got it for free.
Will be driving around with what this plate has to say.
The plates become the talk around her retirement community, especially the men. We were with her when she showed it to one of her 89-year-old neighbors.
And this is what I received from the DMV for my new license plate. That's good for 10 years. Good?
Florida license plates have been made at a state prison in North Florida.
Oh, I blame the
for
prison.
almost a century. Then they're funneled through the county agencies. Nancy's plate was mailed from the Broward Property Tax Collector's office. We went there to try to help her get some answers.
Can you change some letters?
The question about a tag, if you want to replace a tag. And while no one wanted to talk on camera, we were told anyone unhappy with a plate can turn it in for another one for free.
Good.
I'm kind of resigning to it.
Oh, you're going to run with it?
Maybe it was just destined to be on my car.
Yeah,
So
squeeze
for now, Nancy's
ass.
keeping the tag, although she is planning to let the state know about it. She'll see the reaction when she goes public with her new plate.
I can handle it if I get a few honks here and there. Actually, being
Beep,
over
beep.
70, I might like a few honks.
Oh,
Now, full
whoa!
disclosure, Nancy is mother to one of our company managers. Well, you heard in the story, if this happens to you, you get something in the mail, you do not like the plate, Broward County tells me you can go to their office in Plantation, get it swapped out for free. As for
Right.
Nancy and we are going to continue to try to figure out exactly how this happened. Was it random or intentional?
Somebody was fucking
and
around.
We'll let you know what we find out. Reporting in Pompano Beach tonight, Joan Murray, CBS News, Miami.
All right, Joan, it sure feels like a gag, but she's taking it well, I'll say.
Yes.
She is. She's got a good sense of humor about the whole thing.
Yes, she does. Well, thank you so much, CBS Miami, for that enthralling report. Squeeze ass! And hey, Grandma like a couple of honks every now and then. I know what I'm saying. And I'm telling you, you're right. Who said that? John nailed it. John Ukis nailed it there. She should auction it off at the Villages. She'll get some serious money for that. The Villages, I've been there. It's like it's the weirdest place, and there's no young people, and everyone's all crabby and old. And right, wasn't that a Seinfeld episode? That's right. Oh, anyway. Hopefully she gets a couple of honks. Am I right, people? Hopefully she gets a couple of honks. Rebel Radio News Time. Wow, look at that. Just like that. It's 57 minutes past the hour. Wow. Yeah, inmate number 27945 played a practical joke. Join me tonight for fireworks. Join me later on tonight for fireworks, people. No super you. That's right, DJ Halo. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Kentucky Fried Tofu, welcome. And Robert Jansky, good to see you. Good to see you. See ya. Welcome. Anyway, hope everyone had a great afternoon. And now I'm going to go eat some lunch, get something to eat, and get ready for fireworks tonight. We got fireworks. Join me tonight, 8:30 Eastern Time for the fireworks. We do have a sponsor today, besides all the people who... I don't know why it doesn't tell me who sent me jewels, but he sent me jewels. Thank you. And Russell AOL with a big $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Russell AOL, with a big $20 super chat. I know, Kentucky Fried. I know. Yeah, the Village had the freaking outbreaks, STD outbreaks. I haven't had chlamydia in 50 years. Squeeze ass. Squeeze ass. Squeeze ass, people. Do me a favor, all right? Squeeze ass. But thank you so much to Russell AOL and everybody who hit the like button. All 160 of you. It's much, much, much appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, did we have fun? Did I entertain you enough? I'll come back on at 8:30, promise. Are you new to this nonsense? Then make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. All same name, at Dutch Moz. Make sure you hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm going to go live next. But from the internet to you, and especially a whole lot of you in the back who did not hit the like button, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have yourself a fabulous day living in a simulation, whether you think you're living in a simulation or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish those wonderful and beautiful moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I will see you at 8:30. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Coming up next, a new episode of Wanted Dead or Alive on most of these Dutch Moz stations.